protein shakes. But pizza? No, Planet Fitness.
Pizza at a gym is like having AA meetings in a bar.
No. Pizza, like, I actually got one of my best shapes ever when I was, 20 years old by eating pizza every day before I went to the gym. A whole fucking pizza. But let's see how Planet Fitness became hated by the world. As many of you know, I used to be heavily into fitness, into bodybuilding. And Planet Fitness was even back then considered to be the sole enemy of every fucking person who wanted to lift weights.
To understand the
How to spot immediately how to spot at Planet Fitness. Oh yeah, they actually like no criticism, no being awesome, no being strong, no doing real exercises.
overwhelming hatred for Planet Fitness.
Oh, that's the perfect lung alarm. Yeah, that's true. That's the perfect censorship of this.
You first need to understand
Planet Fitness, we don't have leg machines, we have recliners so you can watch movies and eat free pizza. That's yeah, I didn't remember they actually gave out pizza at the fucking gym.
their business model. Planet Fitness was created with the goal of having a non-competitive culture, opposite to that of something like Gold's Gym, where bodybuilding is glorified. Everything in Planet Fitness is catered towards the less experienced beginner, and on the surface this makes Planet Fitness look like a fairly positive place. However, as we look into the methods they use to achieve,
like, that's the recipe for success. Those bagels and donuts. At least they have whole milk. I have to give credit where credit is due. I don't know what the fuck this is. Is this like butter, mayonnaise, something?
this beginner-friendly image, you'll start to understand why
The judgment-free zone. Of course, I understand that it was also kind of a trend in the fitness scene to hate on Planet Fitness, and there was also a culture that if you couldn't take it, you should probably kill yourself. There was actually a culture of that. A lot of people who went to the gym just started like belittling and ridiculing people that weren't in shape. Either they were too skinny or too fat. And these people who went to the gym thought that they had the right to call them out and make fun of them just because they weren't quote unquote on shape. And there was actually a subculture there that actually wanted them to kill themselves. And Planet Fitness was one of the like main source of fuel for the content.
their approach also receives an
Like in bodybuilding.com and in Finland like pakkotoista.com and what else? Muscle and Fitness had this. Muscular Development had its own forum.
insane amount of backlash. This image posted to the Gym Memes Facebook page shows a note attached to a Planet Fitness leg press reading, "We do not cater to bodybuilders or heavyweight lifters. Please help us keep our non-intimidating environment by loading only 4 weight plates on each side," with this note showing that not only are Planet Fitness trying to cater to beginners, but they're also trying to repel anyone who might consider themselves an intermediate or advanced lifter. In addition to requesting that members only use a maximum of 4 plates on the leg press, Planet Fitness gyms also feature no squat rack, no deadlifting area, and no bench press, with the Smith machine being the only alternative for those looking to perform these exercises.
I mean, as a person who knows something about squatting, I think it's this guy's benefit that there's a Smith machine. If he did that on freeways, he would fucking die. So in this case, the Smith machine is actually like a better solution. Even though if you want to squat, don't use any machines, just squat with the bar itself. It's more healthy and more safe for you than using a Smith machine or even leg press.
Or if you're desperate enough, you can evidently use the machine where you'd usually do dips. The gym requests that members refrain from doing T-rows, overhead presses, clean and jerks, deadlifts, and even requests that members don't do supersets, which is achieved in part by maxing out their dumbbells at 75 pounds or 34 kilos, with this number being an even lower 60 pounds or 27 kilos, depending on which franchise you go to.
Like 75 pounds to 35 kilo dumbbells, they are adequate enough for like 80% of the gym goers. There is no reason to use 35 kilo dumbbells for almost anything, unless like the average gym user. Of course, if you're like training for competing in something, yeah, you might need over 35 kilo dumbbells, but the average user doesn't need 35 kilo dumbbells ever. Like when I had 180 kilo bench press, I could use 35. I could probably do bench press with dumbbells like with 50s, 55, 60s, but I didn't use them. I didn't because there was more of a risk of an injury with those heavy dumbbells when you were bench pressing. So I was doing my heavy bench pressing with bar instead of dumbbells because, well, that was the smart thing to do.
As an alternative, Planet Fitness gyms are instead filled with excessive amounts of cardio equipment.
Before somebody starts spouting shit, the reason is, for example, in the incline bench press, when you're pressing with hard dumbbells, there's so many different ways your arm can move and destroy little ligaments in your shoulders, for example, that it's not smart to do heavy incline bench press or heavy dumbbell bench press with dumbbells. You can do them, but just use weights that you can control, because you can blow out your rotary cuff pretty easily with doing bench press with dumbbells or using too big of a weight, and just slightly dip your elbow forwards and you can blow off your rotary cuff, which is one of the small muscles in your back of your elbow that allows you to do this like this movement. And if you blow that, goodbye gym for like two months.
With the possible goal of encouraging their members to avoid the weight training area altogether. So basically, Planet Fitness doesn't allow you to actually get stronger. The only gym that doesn't like people going to the gym. I went to Planet Fitness as a joke with one of my friends because your first day you get free to test out, and I was deadlifting 360 on the Smith machine, and I put pads underneath the weight so it wouldn't slam.
You were deadlifting 360 on the Smith machine. Who the fuck deadlifts on a Smith machine? Like, I understand if you're doing stiff-legged deadlifts, but normal deadlifts, I have no fucking idea. Okay, I've seen people doing clean and jerk on like Smith machines, but you shouldn't do deadlifts on Smith machines.
And the manager kicked me out because I was noticeably stronger than everyone else and
I call bullshit on this one. I don't believe this ever happened.
Creating an intimidating atmosphere. Planet Fitness having a problem with people who are noticeably stronger than everyone else is something that can also be observed in countless different YouTube videos.
I wasn't there a week, and I was told, you intimidate the other patrons, and we don't like your type here.
For example, 4-time world's strongest man Brian Shaw was kicked out of Planet Fitness whilst making a fairly relaxed YouTube video with this piece.
Okay, that's like, if Brian Shaw came to my gym, like, even I would be probably intimidated. He's a huge human being. He's over 2 meters tall and weighs 200 kilos. Even though if he's laughing, he's still an intimidating person because of his size and strength. He could probably just lift the fucking machine up and do like overhead presses with the machine itself. I've seen him do that actually.
Piece of content pairing another titled Planet Fitness cancelled my membership after 500-pound bench press, cementing their dislike for those who go to the gym to push their limits. As an extra measure to avoid intense exercise, Planet Fitness also has their notorious lunk alarm, which can be triggered by Planet Fitness staff anytime they see a member working out too intensely. Lunk alarm is actually pretty goated. If it goes off, it means that you're making gains, and the staff is just making sure that everyone knows that you're built different. But while this person managed to frame the lunk alarm as beneficial, on a wider scale the concept has been criticized pretty damn heavily. The alarms are set to trigger when they detect muscles actually contracting. Planet Fitness, you're being too loud. Also Planet Fitness uses tornado warning sign to replace the noise of normal gym activities. This alarm is infinitely more disruptive than the clanking of weights or grunts of strained lifters. It's also startling, which can cause severe injuries to anyone under load. And in addition to simply having the lunk alarm, there are countless comments describing ridiculous situations during which the alarm has been sounded. I accidentally dropped my drink off the treadmill and the lunk alarm went off. I got kicked out. The lunk alarm goes off if you accidentally drop a pen.
Alright guys, I'm at Planet Fitness. Watch how ridiculous this is. Really?
But to be fair to Planet Fitness, both gym members and the staff themselves have often stated in videos and comments that the lunk alarm is rarely ever used.
Yes, there is a lunk alarm. However, I've never even heard it go off.
I've worked at 2 different Planet Fitness locations, and we never once sounded the lunk alarm on people for anything.
I think the Planet Fitness staff is also like a part of a cult, so you can't really take anything seriously they say. Like, you have to be a little bit like off from the head to work at Planet Fitness and to believe that stuff. Of course, it's easy money because a lot of people who come there like doesn't know any better, so you can just take advantage of them. And Planet Fitness has done that, taking advantage of their customers because of their knowledge and because they are scared to go to a regular gym. They have exploited that fear. And that's also why I don't like Planet Fitness. Like, they exploit the weak. Then they give really fucking poor advice.
I think it depends on the individual locations whether they're franchise or not. We were told that we weren't allowed to use it, that it was more of a novelty item. I went to Planet Fitness for 6 months and never heard the alarm. I think it mostly depends on the manager you get. Treat the alarm as a sign of a good or bad manager. If that alarm sounds, it's time to find another gym. As a person who works at Planet Fitness, we never set the lunk alarm off.
We don't pull the lunk alarm. We don't pull it because there's no purpose to, like, you know? On the flip side too, we like to have fun. Sometimes as soon as we just hear anything, boom, we just pull it. And it's different when your manager's there and when your manager's not there.
However, while the alarm can be dismissed as somewhat of a meme, drinking out of a gallon water jug as well as their dress code are both something that Planet Fitness does take extremely seriously. In the previously mentioned video where Brian Shaw gets kicked out of Planet Fitness, a sign can be seen which reads, "Dress code, to maintain our no gym-timidation environment, please no jeans, boots, sandals or string tank tops, thank you." Other banned items of clothing include do-rags, skull caps, bandanas, and judging from internet anecdotes, this dress code is definitely the next reason behind why the gym is so hated. I used to have a Planet Fitness membership and on multiple occasions they asked me to go home and change my gym outfit to something less revealing. I was wearing a tank top and shorts lol, or they would give me one of those hideous white t-shirts with their logo to cover myself up. In this video titled Planet Fitness Fail Why I Cancelled My Membership, the girl explains that she was confronted by staff for simply having a 1-gallon water bottle.
One of the workers did a beeline for me one time while I'm working out, interrupts my set, and is like, "Oh, you can't have that gallon of water here."
Whilst another member was denied entry altogether because his water bottle was too big to fit in their designated cup holder.
So I'm in here at Planet Fitness with this.
That would be a problem for me. For example, I use my 1.5 liter water bottle to drink, and I always have that with me in the gym because I like to drink a lot of water because I sweat a lot. So that would be a problem for me.
This bottle, and Miss Ashley does not want to allow me to work out because she says my bottle will not fit into her cup holder.
Imagine asking someone to leave because they're drinking water and being healthy. For being a judgment-free facility, all they do is judge, and this is why their approach is so controversial. The judgment-free slogan is targeted toward their main demographic, beginners, but in order to achieve this branding, they have to be judgmental toward anyone who isn't a beginner, making their approach incredibly hypocritical.
So no judgment, except you get to judge.
That's right.
We won't judge or criticize you unless you're someone in shape in a gym. No judgment zone unless we are the ones judging. Planet Fitness, no judging. Also, Planet Fitness judges anyone who actually wants to work out properly, with this criticism also being
okay. That attitude that you work out properly, like I would argue that person in my eyes doesn't work out properly, and probably I wouldn't work out in his eyes properly, even though we both work out properly. I like to do a lot of weightlifting moves and a lot of free weight moves, for example, free deep squats, back and front squats, a lot of hang clean presses, a lot of hang cleans, a lot of snatches, snatch squats. That's a fucking hard word to say. Snatch squats. Yeah, I like to do a lot of those, like free weight stuff. And I don't believe in machines, especially like recent studies show that machines are actually more harmful for longevity of your well-being than free weights. So I recommend using free weights, and that's probably not properly according to a purist like this guy.
Criticism also being bundled in with more sinister theories about why Planet Fitness fights tooth and nail in order to maintain their judgment-free brand.
Okay, I understand if you like. If I owned a gym and somebody would work out without a shirt, I would fucking throw him out. Like, that's one of the most douchebag things to do.
If you think about it, the entire concept is an incredible idea. By keeping the judgmental people away, you only attract the insecure who pity themselves. At the same time, you keep away any serious lifter who could show what is possible, therefore reassuring these half-heartedly gym goers that what they're doing is absolute peak performance. The picture of roid-raging testosterone...
Again, like, this is catering to the wrong audience. The people who are going to the gym doesn't want peak performance. So, like, I don't like gym purists like this that think that everybody should be only about gains. Like, if you move, if you go to the gym and you just go like to an exercise bike or a cross trainer or a treadmill for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even 15 minutes, like every other day, that's fine. Like, you are moving. That's the only thing that matters. I don't give a fuck about if you don't want to get any better with it. You're just moving. But then there's like gym purists like this that think that it should be a competition. You should trying to get better at it. No, not everybody needs to do that. Moving itself is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's people like Sean who actually derails this conversation to Planet Fitness versus gym purists. Assholes. Gym bros.
Testosterone monsters is planted into people's heads, thus binding them even stronger to that gym. Financially speaking, it's a masterpiece. Perhaps this is a bit of a conspiracy theory, but it's also possible that it's in Planet Fitness's best interest to keep their members out of shape so they'll continue to pay for membership.
Well, just like I previously stated, they exploit the weak-minded who doesn't know any better. And that's the reason why they tutor towards the uneducated and don't like people who know what they're doing, because they can actually milk a lot of money from those.
On the first Monday of every month, Planet Fitness hosts Pizza Monday, during which free pizza is given to members before, after, and even during their workout.
Oh my fucking god, Pizza Monday. Why haven't I figured out that? That's perfect. I want Pizza Monday too.
Then similarly, on the second Tuesday of every month, Planet Fitness has Bagel Tuesday, following the same concept but with free bagels. Planet Fitness makes a pretty decent argument for why they consider this to be acceptable.
Pizza Monday, and every first Tuesday on a month is Bagel Tuesday in a gym. Yeah, that's a real thing. No. Look at this. Imagine going to the gym and that's waiting for you at the entrance. No, those are bagels. I've never. The bagel would be decent if it's provided after 1 to 2 hours. No, it wouldn't. Like, bagels is basically just like the worst carbohydrates to put into your body after a workout.
Yeah, basically.
It's sugar.
Donuts.
Yeah, it's sugar. Your body will burn it as a sugar, so it's actually not anywhere. Like, I would rather eat the pizza than the bagel. At least the pizza might have like, it has some fats on it. It has some protein, but the bagel is baked. And you have to understand how your body burns things. Of course, like pizza has also carbohydrates, which is bad considering it also has a lot of fats. But depending on pizza, you can actually like make it work, and you don't have to eat the whole fucking thing. That's.
You keep advice to yourself.
Yeah. I don't like bagels, so that doesn't actually bother me at all. I've never eaten a bagel. I've never actually eaten a bagel.
Yeah, and you
stating on their website,
it's easier to say I don't like them than explain that I have never eaten one. It's an old habit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay to indulge.
Can you bring me water? Yeah.
in a treat every once in a while. The truth is, one slice of pizza isn't going to destroy a month's worth of work in the gym, which is why Planet Fitness Pizza Monday and Bagel Tuesday only roll around once a month. Moderation is key, yet as you might expect, these free junk food days have come with even more public backlash.
I'm doing like squats and deadlifts, and the smell of like 100 pizzas is coming at me. It's just not right, Planet Fitness.
It's fucking awesome. I would love to do squats, heavy squats, while smelling pizza. Oh my fucking god. Like, I remember hitting my first 200 kilo back squat. If I smelled pizza, I could probably do 20 more. Like 20 kilos more. If there was somebody holding a pizza in front of me.
Come on, the pizza being in the gym, it's just not right. They don't go together. Offer free salads, offer free, I don't know, protein.
Who the fuck wants to eat a salad after fucking hard work? Nobody. Like, I don't know. A whole chicken. Offer a whole chicken. Not salads, not pizzas, a whole fucking chicken. Or a turkey. Free chicken. But okay, then there's like vegetarians and shit, and you have to, or steaks. Yeah, like a ribeye. A whole fucking pig. Whole cow. Everybody could just take a fucking take a huge fork and stick it in the cow and rip one part off. Yeah, I would fucking love that. Fuck vegetarians and vegans. Or you could have like those. It's called ox bean in Finnish, but it's horse bean. Okay, but a lot of like meat substitutes are made out of that. You could actually make a whole fucking entree, like different variations of that, and it could be healthy. They aren't that bad. Also, I've tried a couple. Like meat substitutes, they are not that bad. My wife actually has made lasagna quite a few times.
Protein shakes, but pizza? No, Planet Fitness.
Pizza at a gym is like having AA meetings in a bar.
No. Pizza, like, I actually got one of my best shapes ever when I was, 20 years old by eating pizza every day before I went to the gym. A whole fucking pizza. And I was like under 7% fat percentage. I was lean as fuck by eating pizza. I ordered so many pizzas that the pizzeria owner, the person who owned the pizzeria, actually like knew my order before I even came inside. I was there every day at the same time, and they started making it already like ready for me. Yeah, that's true. Actually, my wife reminded that we moved to Belfast, and when we came back from Belfast a year later, and I went back to the pizzeria, he still remembered my fucking order.
Nothing like getting a good workout than enjoying a high-calorie pizza afterwards, #gains. It's actually a genius tactic. You go there to lose weight and get in shape, they give you pizza, you gain some weight, you have to go back to lose that weight. Keeps you in that gain weight, lose weight cycle. Planet Fitness not actually wanting their members to lose weight might also explain some of the other things that you can get with your membership, such as their total body enhancement chamber, which sounding like a pile of infomercial garbage, apparently helps
Full body exercise and toning system, bovine exercise and viper shape technology helps work muscle groups. Yeah, anything that promises those things are like with vibration is complete hoax. Stay away from them.
Work muscle groups, firms and tones the body, as well as helps reduce stress. However, these no-effort scam machines just reiterate the type of customers that Planet Fitness are generally going after. Their cheap $10 per month memberships are seemingly designed to appeal to people who
$0 enrollment, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, February 16th.
will go once or twice, never turn up again, but also never cancel their membership because, well, nobody can be bothered to go into the gym to cancel it when it's only 33 cents per day.
What do I have to do to cancel this membership? Oh, you have to come into the location or else write a letter. The gym where I stay is 45 minutes away from where I live at. Is those the only two ways? Yes, those are the only two ways. You have to physically come in to cancel your membership.
And judging from some of the videos on YouTube, it seems like this strategy is incredibly effective.
I've given them $10 a month for 4 years.
What sort of a fucking idiot pays $10 a month for 4 fucking years? Oh my fucking god, what a ass. You can blame only yourself and your fucking America t-shirt.
And I've never stepped foot inside the gym.
Just to add a cherry
This just shows how fucking irresponsible majority of the Americans are if they're like willing to pay $10 a month for 4 years.
on top of the cake, if
Marlboro Loyalty Great Beer Prize.
you do want to cancel your membership, there are then massive fees involved, as well as other small charges that force you to spend more money before you officially leave.
Make sure you don't break your contract, because if you break your contract, then it's $150 to get out of it. I see that I still got a payment, a charge from Planet Fitness. Now my membership is discontinued. Trying to get rid of gym memberships is basically trying to get rid of a boyfriend that won't go away or a nasty rash.
Their business model is to sell memberships to people who don't go regularly. Think about it, there can be 10,000 members for that one gym, but if everyone goes, then the place would be so busy it would either violate legal codes or be so packed you wouldn't be able to work out because everyone is using something, and honestly, it's hard to blame them. Businesses are created to make money, and with over 2,000 gyms across the globe,
This was the first thing I saw. The Minneapolis, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on that small area there. Like, what's the... Oh, Utah has also, like, an infestation of Planet Fitness in that small area there. It can't be profitable.
but Planet Fitness has been extremely successful, yet unfortunately they've done so whilst picking up the nickname Planet Fatness in the process.
Planet Fatness. I think Planet Fitness is probably one of the smartest gyms in, I don't know, in the recent history. Considering they sell a lot of membership, but they don't have to like choose the majority of the members because, well, nobody goes there. So but then again, I don't know. They are probably franchise corporations, so all of the separate gyms are its own business, basically. So they're competing with each other also. But yeah, nothing new to me. I've been a hater of Planet Fitness for all of my life, so because of the gym bro culture that I used to belong to. Fun video, though. SynnyV2 makes fucking awesome videos.